Hello and welcome back to Fishing Detroit. This is Tony. Earlier this morning, I had finally got a chance to catch a large carp, something that I've been trying to catch for a couple of weeks now, because one of the locations that I had been fishing at, they've just been schooling up, and they probably were spawning, and it was just groups of them just floating around. I got some great underwater footage that you've had a chance to see in the past on my page. But this morning was a little different. I had recently recorded another audio segment from this morning, but it was so windy out when I was fishing this morning. The audio was just, I couldn't correct it like I wanted to, so I wanted to record another piece and put it together just to tell you what happened with the segment and how I caught the carp this morning. So what happened was a couple of weeks ago I was out fishing, and I lost one of my spinnerbaits. Got snagged up on a branch or something in the water, and it broke off. And I went out this morning to try to catch a couple of bass or two here in the same location. And I went out and I set up my initial rod to catch one of the carp, as well as try to do some bass fishing. And I set up a rod specific for catching the carp. Wasn't catching anything with it. I used some corn. It just wasn't doing anything, and lo and behold, the spinnerbait that I lost, I found it at the exact location. So I tied it on to my bait caster, and this is the spinnerbait that I lost. Found it. I had rigged it up a little bit, added an extra blade onto it, a willow blade, just to give it a little extra action. And I added that to it and tied it onto my bait caster and threw it out a couple of times, and who would know that the carp would grab hold to the spinnerbait. And this is the combination that I used here. This is the quantum nitrous that I used, and this was probably like 10-pound mono line that I had on here, and you'll see the footage in a little bit showing the actual catch and everything. But this is the setup that I used, and this was my lucky spinnerbait for the morning. It worked out, and finally got a chance to catch one of those carps, and it was a 20-pounder. My scale wouldn't actually lock in on the weight. It kept going like 19, 40, 20, back and forth. So I just said it was around 19-20 pound carp. Looked like it was just full and just ready to drop a load of eggs. So got it back in the water as quick as I can after I got a weight and everything on it. So that's what happened this morning. So check out the video from the catch, and I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon, and continue to follow along with Fishing Detroit, bank fishing. Found one of my baits that got broke off, one of my spinnerbaits that got broke off out here a couple of days ago. Somehow it made it back to shore, and I was able to tie it on and see if I can get lucky this morning. Trying again to get one of these carp that are floating around right here. I got some video again. They are just sitting there waiting for some action. Being very picky though as far as what they're biting on. Camera down to see if you can sort of see them in the water there. Probably not, but they are big. It's like one that's like a albino color, and it'd be nice to get some footage of that one. That's what I'm going to try to do. Oh, I got one. I got one of them. Let me see if he's going to hold on. I got me one. There he is. There he is. He showed his head. See if I can get him up in here. There he is right there. If I can get him to hold on. Yeah, he's making a ruckus. He's making a huge ruckus. I should have pulled my net. See if I can get him on the bank. I need to get my net. Hold on. I can get him in the net. There we go. Wow. That sucker is big. I got him in. This is what I've been waiting for. Trying to get one of these bad boys in. Top dead center. And that sucker is full, like he's ready to spawn. That's probably what they're doing. Grab my pliers. And you can hear him still going at it. Try to get him back in the water as quick as I can. See if I can get a weight on it. This is a monster. Going over 17. This sucker is heavy. It's not locking. I'm just going to say 19 pounds. It is huge. $19.40. It's big. going to say 19 pounds. Let me get him back in the water. Just going to leave it at 19. There it is. 19 pounder. Going back in. Let him get situated and get back in there. That's a big one. Give it a little boost. There we go. 19 pounder. That's the way to start a morning.